My name is Ben. You might know me from my blog Comics Girl in Bras. I recently decided to go ahead and try different other platforms. I would like to share my work with more people, so that's why I decided to go on YouTube. As you can tell, I have made this attempt last year, so it's been a year since I've published a YouTube video. The reason for that is probably just life. I put a lot of effort in my work, and well, I felt that last year wasn't the best time for me to really invest in YouTube. However, right now is actually the perfect time for me because I simply decided that I wanted to do what I love. So in this first video, the first video of 2020, although if you know me, I've been publishing videos on my Patreon platform since July. On this channel, I don't want to put the same type of videos. I know that YouTube has strict guidelines when it comes to lingerie, and I'm not trying to ruin my chance to make any money from my work. So I make sure to stay as proper as possible on this channel, although I'm not saying that my Patreon isn't proper, but I have a little bit more freedom in what I show you. So yeah, that's that. So for this first video, I wanted to introduce black owned businesses, actually owned by black women. Most of these businesses I've come across, I'd say maybe like I'd say 5 to 2 years ago. So I've seen their progression. I've seen them getting better. I've seen them getting bigger as well, and I love what they're doing. So I thought it was worth it to share this with you. So the first brand I want to talk about is called NUBIAN Skin. This brand might not need any more introduction, but I have a lot of affection for it actually. I've discovered the brand, I think, in 2014, or yeah, probably 2014. They've been great since the beginning. I do remember how incredible it was when they launched, because this was the first brand I knew, at least, that did nude lingerie for women of color. So the brand came with these 4 shades of brown called cafe au lait, cinnamon, berry, and caramel. So well, it was pretty amazing at the time because they offered basic lingerie, smooth lingerie, something very easy to wear, and just something we needed. They also offered hosiery, like hold-ups and tights. So it was just great because nobody had done this before, not in that way, not so consistently. And so this project was so well thought out because, like, of course, black people come in all different shades, and not everyone is gonna fit one color. However, the way the colorways are made, they just fit so well. They just work. So for example, I would be their cafe au lait shade, which I believe is a little darker than I am. However, it absolutely does the job of being invisible under my clothes. And I've been using their panties for photo shoots with brands when I had to wear something under their clothes. It absolutely worked. I just felt that this was something I needed, and I never thought about it really, simply because I was never really looking for nude lingerie in the first place, because as a full bust girl, I always wanted something pretty, because nude and I really mean beige, was what was offered to me. Like I had the choice between white, black, and beige. So I was never gonna look for beige, especially because it wasn't even my beige, right? It wasn't even my color, my shade of brown. So when they came out with this amazing collection, I had to try it, and I bought a few items from them. So now the brand is way bigger. 6-7 years after their launch, they're now creating clothing like sheer pants, sleeves, camisoles, even boxers for men. Like they are killing it. Their campaign is amazing. They have all these really beautiful black people, and it's just like, I think everyone can get emotional just looking at the success of their designer, because she was an outsider. She did not do a degree in fashion, and she, you know, as an entrepreneur, she managed to notice a need that was so spread actually all around the black and brown community, and she used it and she made something great. And her products are actually, I'd say, affordable. For sure they're not the cheapest, but I think considering the work behind it and considering the way they how great they are, I think it's totally worth it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy as much as I can from her, and yeah, I think she's definitely worth the effort of, you know, trying, even just trying what she's doing. And yeah, that was Nubian Skin. I highly recommend you to check them out. They're amazing, and they actually recently started to do G cups, so this is actually an improvement. Of course, G is not the highest, I mean the biggest volume when it comes to bras. However, it's already really great, because most, you know, most nudes don't really go up to that size. So yeah, please check them out. Now the second brand I want to talk about is called Sada by Sarah. Sarah is a New York designer. She's just great. She is so refreshing. I don't even remember when I discovered her brand, but I know it was a long time ago now, at least 3 years. And I saw her stuff and we connected easily. Again, it's always nice to discover people that remind you of yourself, or that create something that, you know, interests you in your community. You know, because as you know, for sure, if you live in North America or in Europe, chances are that if you're black, you're a minority. So it's always nice to, you know, to find someone that speaks to you in that regard. And I was really happy to discover her work. I met her in New York, actually, at the Curve NY show, and she's so sweet. Like, she's adorable, and her work is great. I've collaborated with her in the past, actually last year and this year. Feel free to check our workout. I might link it in the, you know, information section. She recently did a great summer sale. If you missed out, I'm so sorry, I missed out too, but what she sells is great, and she makes everything by herself in her, you know, atelier in New York, in Brooklyn. And she's just a great human being. Her products, you know, are different because they're just really young fashion, and how can I say this, like, you wear her stuff and you're feeling yourself. That's just that. It's not necessarily practical. It's not lingerie you're gonna wear necessarily every day. It's not a fit focused brand, although she's really good at fitting. It's just very creative and very feminine, very cool, colorful. I'm so sorry, I have nothing bad to say about her work. I love it. I think I just also love her personality and the way she uses black models in her imagery. This is, you know, except from Nubian Skin and a few other brands, it's very rare to find a brand that will exclusively hire black people to represent them. And it's not to say that if you're white you cannot try her products. I think you will like them just as much. They're great, and you know, her energy, I think it could really speak to like the black community, because we needed someone like that, you know. It's just this sense of freedom and creativity in her work that I really appreciate, and she does amazing stuff. I might show you one day some of my pieces from her. I love them all. They all fit me great, and yeah, I'm always grateful to be able to work with her. Alright, so the third brand I want to talk about would be Blue Rain. So again, another British designer. They're a luxury brand, so they, you know, they create leather bra for full bust women, and what they're doing is actually beautiful. Like, they're doing lingerie for queens, and you know, I've come across this brand a few years ago. I actually wrote about them maybe 2 years ago, but at the time they were on a big and long break, so I didn't have the opportunity to order from them. I don't even know if I would have had the budget at the time, but what, you know, they're offering, you can tell they put a lot of work into perfecting this product. It's, you know, leather bras, great cutout shape, signature patterns, very complicated strappy details, and just, you know, they have a very simple marketing. I'd say, like, it's not fancy photo shoot or anything, but you can still tell they're making lingerie for queens. So I just want to give them a shout out, because it's just, I love their stuff. I really hope I get to buy their product or work with them. Either way, I think they're totally worth the price. I've seen short reviews from other girls buying their products. They were all happy with it, like with what they got. And fit wise, I would say it would be interesting, you know, to learn more about that. But yeah, they're totally great. I look forward to having their product in my collection, because they're just amazing. They're refreshing, they're powerful. You can tell that their designer is a very confident woman, so her energy really translates into her product, and I love that. So another entrepreneur I've come across in the past few years would be Anya Lust. So Anya Lust is actually a lingerie retailer. I don't believe they're designing lingerie yet, or if, I don't know if they're planning to do so, but they're black owned, they're based in the United States, and I love the concept of their store, because it's also a luxury store, but you know, it's really about, like, I don't know, like self-care in a way. Like, you can tell it's very romantic, it's very lush, I don't know how to explain. You want to keep scrolling through their pages. It's very feminine. It's almost as if you could smell a very good feminine perfume. That's just like the aura of this store. They're using beautiful models. Sometimes they're thin, sometimes they're a little more, you know, curvy, sometimes they're busty, sometimes not. I just really like you know, the feminine energy. They really don't hesitate to push a little the romantic side of lingerie, which I love, in the sense that, you know, as much as I love lingerie for myself, and I've never really considered lingerie to be something I'd use sexually or, you know, for my man, but you know, as time goes by, I kind of like the idea that people can enjoy it whatever they want, you know, whenever they want, with whoever they want. it's just like, it's just great to add this touch, you know, of sensuality. I love it because in the past, when sensuality was associated to lingerie, for me it felt a little different. It felt more forced, like women for men. But with Anya Lost, I love that it feels as if it's primarily for you as a woman, but gives you some type of superpower when it comes to your romantic life. So I kind of like that about them. And you know, I'm pretty sure the woman behind this brand, this store, is also a very confident and very driven person. Yeah, because you know, it's never easy to set up a business, and I think she's been doing this very, you know, gracefully and successfully. You know, check them out. Like it's a nice place to shop, I guess. I haven't shopped actually. I've just been, you know, creeping at their website for the past few years. It's just that I guess I never had the occasion. I usually buy directly from brands, so retailers are kind of my second choice. But if you're in the United States, she's really facilitating things for you, in the sense that some retailers might be complicated to buy from because they're in Europe and you're in the United States, and you don't want to wait for too long to get your stuff, and she did this work for you. So yeah, she's curating great quality lingerie, very beautiful products, and yeah, please check them out as well. This is a beautiful brand, and yeah, just a beautiful business. Okay, so fourth business, I believe, would be the Blue Dazzled. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that. It's a brand I came across on Twitter actually. It's very interesting because this brand is basically producing lingerie and clothing with a lot of you know, strass, diamonds that are stuck on it, but it's like, it's done in a very rich way, in the sense that, you know, sometimes when you buy stuff like this, you can tell the diamonds are just have been quickly placed on the product. They might just fall out. You know, it's not, you know, it's not that extra actually. It just looks great from far away, but when you look closely, it might not look that great. But this brand, although they don't have the most, like, the fanciest pictures, you know, at first it tricked me a little because their marketing is not what I'm used to. It's very simple, almost looks like it's been shot with a cell phone. However, this woman has been working with like celebrities like Beyonce, like she's just been working with incredible people that recognize her work. And when you go on her page, like on her Twitter, you can tell that customers that have worked with her are really satisfied. They loved what they're getting, and it's just like, it's just very fancy, like this really nice cat suit, all covered in shiny diamonds, and it takes so much time to produce something like that, especially because she doesn't mass product. So I really respect this business for what it is. I think like they're still very affordable, you know, when you see what they're doing. I really want to buy something from them as well. I think actually I wrote an article about that again a few years ago, but I don't know, like I guess it didn't. Every time I get money, I spend it on something else. However, once I come to her page, I'm like, oh, I actually wanted to buy this or this, so whatever. But yeah, what she's doing is really nice. If you're here for discretion, this might not be the product for you, but if you like to shine, if you like to you know, be seen, then it's gonna be great. Like yeah, I really believe in this product, in these products, because Well, first of all, she looks like she really believes in her work, and I really admire people who do. It, you know, she is very personal about it. When she talks on Twitter, you can tell she's a person. You know, she's a person who invests in her business, and she's creative. She, you know, she put her resources into her work, and she's been doing amazing. So I'm here for that. Actually, she collaborated with Nubian Skin a few years ago. So if you wanted to get a very shiny but nude bra, you could. I think she might have still some products on her website, but I'm not too sure. Now, another brand I discovered, well, not recently, but a brand that's gonna launch with very soon, is well, it's kind of the baby of the retailer, Beautifully Undressed. I've been following them on social media for a little while. They offer great products, and they have you know, a nice presence on Instagram. Now their owner, Annabelle Moasso, is about to launch her own brand, which she called IGBO. Sorry if I pronounce this badly. Like, I'm not too sure if it's a European pronunciation like Iwoma, or if it's more American, so I'm not sure. I will ask, but it's a really lovely brand, I can tell already. It's like a luxury brand, but really their aesthetic is focused on, you know, black spirituality, black femininity. It's really, you can tell their products are so precious. They have custom embroidery, so embroideries that you won't find you know, anywhere else, because they made it. The color palette is brown, orange, gold, anything that's really, you know, flattering for brown skin. But also, I'd say it would definitely work on anyone, because you can tell that the designer worked on colors, texture that would be really making anyone feel like a queen. So I love their product already, although I haven't tried them, I haven't seen much of it, but from what I've seen, I really want to try them out. They're doing pretty great on social media. I have seen the process of you know, communicating about this new brand. They have been doing it for a few months, and I've loved the way they did it. Also, they are really advocating for you know, human rights. They're really pro-black, but also will advocate for all the community that are oppressed. I really appreciate that. I think they, you know, they come from the heart. Of course, it's a business, but I love where they're coming from. I love their humanity, if I can say. So yeah, it's really a poetic brand. It's really empowering. Really, I don't know, it just makes me feel good, like, already. I really want to know what they're gonna be about in a few months, you know. So, and I wanted to talk about Erica M. So this brand, well, it's not really in business anymore. You can still find the product on the internet, but I wanted to talk about it anyway because I love their product. At least I love their aesthetic. It's very graphic, it's very close to the body, and very, like, I don't know, it's simple but kind of sophisticated anyway. It's a brand I'm so sad I haven't, you know, known when they were actually, you know, in business, when they were doing great, because right now, well, you need to look for it to find it. But yeah, it's still, I think it's still worth mentioning. They had great designs. I really love their bodysuit. I love the way they managed to make a flat pattern still look, yeah, very graphic. Their bodysuit looked so cute on everyone I've seen wearing them, and they just, for me, they were just really cool, like a very cool brand. Seemed to be good quality as well. They made stockings, bodysuits, tights. So yeah, if you manage to get some of their products, please do and share with me. I should probably not be spending money right now, but if I can, I would definitely try to get something from them. So we only have 2 brands left. I don't know if you heard about Azaira Intimate. So Azaira Intimate is one of those brands that I really love to discover when they first, were introduced to the lingerie industry. I remember reading about them in the Lingerie Addicts blog, and also, just looking at their stuff, their website, their Instagram, and they really looked like a luxury brand, very minimalistic in the construction. At that time I was so used to all these 3-part bras, very like they provided so much more covering, and their bras looked so much lighter. So I love that, but I was also worried because I was like, how is it gonna work? Is it gonna work for my type of breast? Do you have to have very round, very firm breasts for their bra to work for you, or is it really, an improved pattern for like bigger breasts, So I didn't really know, and to be honest, because of their price range and the fact that I had no idea about their fit, I didn't see any reviews. I didn't get to try them, but I really want to. Like, if I have a chance, I would love to see what they're about. Their products look amazing, so yeah, I encourage you to take a look at them. I'd say that their bras are not necessarily the most expensive I've seen, but simply because sometimes I get a bit scared. If I'm gonna spend a certain amount of money, I want to know, I want kind of a proof that it's gonna work. Yeah, so well, in that case, I still love the concept. I still love their aesthetic. I think it looks like a great brand. I really hope they're doing well. To be honest, they're very discreet on social media, so I haven't really seen much more since their first release, but I'm hoping they're preparing something great for the future. And last but not least, I want to talk about a swimwear and fashion brand called Andrea Yama. So this is a Toronto-based Nigerian brand I've discovered, I believe, 2 years ago. I really love their aesthetic. I bought a bikini from them, I believe not last year, but probably the year before. Yeah, 2 years ago I bought from them, and I loved their service. I love the fact that when I was struggling, someone took the time to call me to help me fix the situation. I was in a hurry for a trip and I had to get my swimsuit very fast, and they really helped me with that. Also, I got to try different sizes, although usually their product are, when you buy on sale, which I did, their product are final sale, but I got to negotiate with them so I could return the wrong size if I tried to, and they helped me. I was really happy about that because my measurements, when I contacted the customer service and sent them my measurement, I think they put me in a size too big, which is very common because when I send my measurement, nobody really puts me in the right size. And I wouldn't say it's because I measure myself wrong, because I have ordered custom lingerie sending my measurement, and most of the pieces I bought came out perfect. But I just think that most brands, when you send them your measurement, they just consider roughly your measurement, if you have a large bust, you're probably a size large, but that's just not the case for me. So I think because of all those things, they were really understanding, and they really helped me. So I remember feeling really great about buying from them. Also, even if you buy from their sale, they still send you this nice packaging, and their product really is nice. The quality of the fabric I loved. I was just positively surprised because I'm not used to buy from brands that sell their bra in this type of size, like XS to X large. Like, no, usually I just buy from lingerie brand that produce swimwear, but these brands, you know, I think they're really doing quality stuff. I've also bought clothing from them and I was not disappointed. So I think as long as you fit into their size range, as long as you love what they're about, you know, like high cut swimsuit, very extravagant clothing, I think you're gonna be good, you're gonna love them. Yeah, if you live in Canada, it's very easy to buy from them. I was scared because of custom stuff, like, you know, sometimes when you buy from the States or from Europe, it can be very expensive. But actually, because they're based in Toronto, I think they're really making it simple for Canadian customers. Although you know, when you look at the website, everything is in USD, so I really thought their factory was maybe in the US. I really don't know. Like, I think they should probably offer more details about their company on their website. I would just love to know more about their ethics, but I can tell it's a great brand. I can tell their products are well made. It really doesn't look like anyone was rushed into making them, and yeah, I'm totally fan of their aesthetic. I think it's worth discovering. Now for sure, if you're full busted and you have a petite frame, maybe you might have a hard time finding the perfect fit, but it's worth trying, I believe. I'd say for a first time, maybe buy from their sale, and then as you find your fit, you might just want to spend more money on them. But yeah, definitely a great brand. So I know this might have been a very long video. I hope it wasn't boring. I know I have to improve a little my vocabulary when I'm speaking. English, as you can tell, is not my first language, and when I'm writing, I have definitely more time to you know, find the right words. So I know I might make a lot of mistakes with my videos right now, but you know, I'm working on it. So please give me your feedback. I'm really open to improving myself, and I'm open to also talking about you know, things you really want to hear about. So yeah, that's it for today. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. If you follow me on Instagram, you can check out my Patreon page. That would be really helpful for me. Like, I'm really grateful for all the support I get from, you know, my followers for the past 5 years. But you know, well, it costs a lot of money to produce content, so it would really mean the world for me if, you know, you can you know, take a look and see maybe if there is anything that could be interesting for you, like I can offer on this new platform. Yeah, I hope I see you soon in the next video. Bye.